Now here on Times Drive, big is good, but bigger is better. And if you can stick armor on it, you're going to have us cheering from the front rows. Kailash Menon paid a visit to the DEFEXPO 2012 to take a look at some serious heavy metal. And here's what he saw.
Every 2 years, the halls of Pragati Maidan drape themselves in olive green. Stalls are all about stealth, the cars are all camouflaged, and the commercial creature comforts make way for utility, mobility, and combat credentials. Welcome to the Defense Expo 2012. And this time around, with 567 exhibitors from 32 countries, the participation was massive. Now I'm here at the Defense Expo, and my task for the day is to give you all the download and the coolest military hardware that's on display here today. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started, shall we? Now with the Maini stall, and if you do remember, Maini Group is the one that pioneered Reva into India much before Mahindra bought it. Now they've gone ahead and bought Tomcar, an Israeli company, and this is what they have on offer. It's an all-terrain vehicle. That means it'll go through deserts, jungles, snow or slush. No terrain is too tough for her. Engine options include a 1-litre 75 bhp diesel and a 1-litre 70 bhp petrol. Tipping the scales at 800 kilos, this light attack vehicle can be para-dropped too. Now if you talk about the architecture, if you look at it, it looks a bit like a dune buggy. It's got a tubular steel frame design. It's got independent suspensions on all wheels. You have an option of adding a winch, and at the back you can mount a heavy machine gun also. Tata had a menacing lineup on display, from monstrous military trucks to mine-protected vehicles and half a dozen utility vehicles. This right here is the Xenon Recce. Now the folks at Tata figured out none of the weekend warriors are going out and buying the Xenon for the recreational purposes. So they decided to design one for the army. This is a general purpose and recon vehicle. As you can see, there is an LMG mount up here. There's a self-recovery winch. So all in all, it's pretty utilitarian and pretty badass. But one machine that was invincible as hell was the MPV. This right here is the Tata MPV, and no, it doesn't stand for multi-purpose vehicle. It doesn't look like one, does it? This one is a mine-protected vehicle. It's ideal for Naxalite hit areas. So as far as the vital stats go, it's got a 242 bhp diesel engine, and it's got a massive torque output of 925 Newton meters. It seats up to 14 people, and trust me, if you're one of these and you have to infiltrate the enemy lines and, God forbid, negotiate a minefield, you could do it without a worry. The tank tainer in the Tata stall was just hard to ignore. Now this right here is the tank tainer. It's an all-terrain truck. It's 8-wheel drive, 375 horses. But the best bit, it purifies water with reverse osmosis. It can purify up to 500 liters in 1 hour. It doesn't matter, the water could have radioactive elements in it, but it'll make sure that it's as clean as drinking water. So hydration during war times is taken care of if you have something as nifty as this. Mahindra flaunted the Rakshak Plus based on the Scorpio. This one's bulletproof, rides on run flats and offers ballistic protection. Higher up the hierarchy was the armored Marksman. Powered by a 2.2-litre M-Hawk engine, the Marksman is tailor-made for counter-terrorist operations. But the most hardcore of all was the mine-protected vehicle. Currently serving the Indian Army in Naxalite areas, this all-terrain 6-wheel drive MPV is bulletproof, mine-proof, can carry up to 18 Jawans, and is virtually indestructible. Moving on, another heavyweight in the Larsen & Toubro stall was the K9 Thunder. This right here is the K9 Thunder, one of the most successful self-propelled artillery systems. Currently it's employed in South Korea. As far as the vital stats go, it's got a 1000 bhp diesel engine. It boasts of speeds up to 67 kilometers per hour. The best bit, it's got a self-propelled howitzer, and it works on the principle of shoot and scoot. Much before the enemy can recognize that you're in his territory, it can unload all the firepower and scoot away for its next mission. Quite nifty, isn't it? Last but not the least, French car manufacturer Renault had the Sherpa on display. Now, a Nepalese name for a French truck manufacturer, it's sort of funny, but I guess that's got to do with a Sherpa's inherent toughness and endurance. Whatever the reason may be, I have to say, it looks pretty menacing, doesn't it? It's an armored light specialist vehicle. It comes equipped with 4-cylinder diesel that cranks out 800 Newton meters of torque, and this, my friend, is ideal for surveillance and recon activities. To sum up, the Defense Expo had the most brutal assault vehicle and artillery on display, but we only hope and pray that their combat credentials are never put to the test.
And that was our show for this week. We had a great time making it. We hope you had a good time watching. Remember, you can catch the entire episode online at timesnow.tv or join the conversation at facebook.com/timesdrive. Till next week then, ciao.